Switch formation for these receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Carter. Smashes ahead. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air, it's Morton. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Virgil. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration. Stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Morton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mateer. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grab behind the line. It's Ott. Finds a crease at the 20. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to pop the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds a man on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Caught near the sticks. It's Douglas. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off-play action on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Dropping back, it's Morton. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Love the work by the quarterback. Selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Dickey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just plowing ahead.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
The give to the back. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
That's caught. It's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled him. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue.
He lets it fly. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Going right to work up top. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying. It's going to be fast.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game, a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Powers through the defender. Turning it on. The 40. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Sooners. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Makes a grab for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
That's caught. It's Joyner. To the tip, headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
34, Texas Tech, 15.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Morton. That's caught. It's Douglas.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that line.
On the move and looking deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
42, Spider.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And he puts through the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
That is really frustrating for a defense. Third and short, you know the QB can run. And the more frustrating part is you let him out of bounds. You got to get those hits on him, make him pay for later in the game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. Guys, and the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19, it's a pretty good lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Grab near the marker. It's Eakin. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. They go to the draw. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Morton. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? And the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense Makes a third down stop.
On the play.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Trying to barge their way in. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma, 41.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Set to kick this one.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Hard running there. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And they'll try to tack on 2. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The one thing you you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Bowling Green. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On third down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And down he goes, and that's gonna do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.